Hello, Patriots. How's everyone doing out there today? I hope you're all well. As I've mentioned before a couple times on my videos over at Rumble and BitChute, I think I've done two with this guy. Um, one for sure, possibly two. And I just happened to be watching YouTube the other day. I haven't watched them in a couple of weeks, been kind of busy. And I saw he did another video on NPCs, which is non-player characters and backdrop people. They're pretty amazing vids. This guy's a pretty smart guy. He must be an old soul to have the knowledge that he knows. And I think he drops a video just about every day. I'd like to watch him more often. I've seen him do one or two other subjects in the past. Don't remember what they were, but I know he's a good guy. Uh, he's a musician and stuff. He just seems like a good guy. He does retreats, spiritual retreats and stuff. I guess his wife's into it also, and they know a lot of things. Um, so this video I thought was really good. It's worth watching. It doesn't hurt to open up our minds, and even if you don't believe it, just listen to somebody else's opinion. It's a half an hour long. It gets started at the 3 hour, 30-minute mark. If you don't want to listen to all the other stuff, which sorry, guy, I don't want to do that to you, but that's where it starts to take off with the NPCs and backdraw people. He makes some good points. And I have to wonder when I'm in traffic sometimes and you get behind somebody going slow in the left lane and there's cars piling up, you can't get around them because there's somebody to the right. And then finally I can get around them and I have to kind of cut them off and then do my finger like this, kind of give them the sign to move over. They're idiots. That reminds me of a backdrop people or an NPC. They're just clueless. They're walking around. They don't know what's going on. You and I'm sure have talked to people where they just give you a stupid blank look, like they don't even know what's going on, what you just asked them. I'm like, oh, okay, and just walk away, right? Or say good morning to someone, they just keep walking, right? Those might just be rude, upset people, but you never know. Anyways, I highly recommend this. Maybe we'll pay like do a little clip here and there, huh? Let's see what happens.
Well, I've been on this place often enough, and I've been here long enough to, I've had a lot of experience with these meat suits, and they just aren't real people. You don't find any of the real characteristics. Now, is everyone who behaves in a certain way an NPC? No, I don't believe so. There's other factors, contributing factors. There's a heavy programming and mind control that sometimes make people thoughtless, emotionless. Yes, I agree. Um, but there is a good portion of the society out there, of the population, that are real NPCs. And these NPCs are sort of like multipliers. They don't have a lot of course, they don't have creative power. They don't have a lot of any kind of force, but in sheer numbers, they have a kind of a force and power. We've
Democrats come to mind.
seen this over the last years. The behavior of some of these NPCs and backdrop people, it's a complete it's like completely programmed and steered from outside of them. There's no intuition, there's no inner guidance. They're basically just yes people. They'll do anything that they're told to do. And again, I know this kind of sounds horrible, but it's the truth. I can't help it. It's the truth. They exist. They're out there. They're kind of everywhere. And we have a phenomenon that we see now, and I believe there's a difference between people who accepted certain medical treatments that are actually spirited people and people that have accepted certain medical treatments that are non-spirited or non-soul people, non-player characters. I believe these are the first ones now, the NPCs who are, I'm sorry to put it that way, they're kind of zombifying. I mean, the things that we're observing, that we're seeing out there are just, I mean, they are what they are, Mac.
So he makes us some good points here. The whole video is worth watching. I'm going to try and keep this somewhat short. Those people with the blue hairs and they're screaming and yelling that they hate Trump. And then when you ask them, what is it about Trump you hate? And then they don't have any answer for you. Or I've seen other shows where people go out there and go, what do you think about this? And they think it was something Trump did. And then the guy tells them, no, that was the president you like. Biden did that. And they go, oh, really? Oh, I didn't know that. You know what I mean? They're just believing everything that's thrown at them through the television. Television. The media is 100% corrupt. Yeah, I know it's about 95, but I'm just going to say 100%, right? Because you can't trust any of it. It's all twisted, and they're not giving you the full story. That's also a lie. You got to go through other channels. YouTube is okay, but they knock us both. They knock a lot of us out, right? And that's when we end up over here. Z06 norm. It was supposed to be Z06 because I have a Z06 car, but I got the O and the 0 mixed up, so now it's Z06. Okay, so you can find me over here. I've got over 400 videos. It used to be that you had to have, well, and it still helps. A lot of the pages you see on Rumble and BitChute, they grew because they had an audience at YouTube first. I tried YouTube and right away I got a strike, right? So I couldn't do it. So let me show you something over here if I can. So here we got two Putins, old Putin, new Putin. Okay, be aware. Let me see if I can find you the two Bidens real quick since we're here. There we go. All right, old Biden, new dummy Biden. Okay, nothing lines up here, as you can see. You can click on it and it expands, like this one. The ears. He's got, old Biden's got ears that loop up like mine. New Biden has earlobes that go straight down in. Okay, that's not possible. And don't tell me something about facelift or something. Okay, that's an insane thing to say. Don't do it. So I think I was going somewhere else with this. Oh, I did want to mention, get out there and see the Sound of Freedom. And I noticed this earlier. Sound of Freedom is a box office hit whose star embraces QAnon. This is how you know when someone doesn't know anything about what they're talking about with Q. It's either Q or it's an Anon. I'm an Anon. I'm not Q. I'm not a QAnon, okay? So right away when you see QAnon, you know the person that wrote the article has no clue and is probably writing for the other side, right? Democrats and stuff. So I mentioned my channels here because I'm going to try and post another video on YouTube and see if I can get a couple of you to jump over here and watch my videos over here where I can let loose and say what I want to say, right? I can't on YouTube. I'll get a strike right away. So that's why I don't have that many videos there. I think I've got 5 or something. A couple were already taken down, got a couple strikes already. All right. Anyways, please go check out that video. Where is he again? This guy. Okay. So, and his channel is Inspired on YouTube, if I didn't mention that in the beginning. Okay. He's got lots of videos. He's a pretty smart guy. He's been around the block. It's a channel worth watching. He's got a lot of good material out there. Like I said, I've been busy. My head's in other places. But I recommend his channel, and I highly recommend this video, how to deal with NPCs and blackdrop people. Okay. This is a pretty new one just from a few days ago. All right. With that being said, do not get into the fear vibration. God's on our side. And guess what? God wins. If you like the video, think about hitting that beautiful like button and subscribing. And be cool, stay cool, and hope to see you on the next one. All right. Take care, Patriots.